If you're on the vegan scene, you probably know this gorgeous lady. Rebecca Wilde is in the house. She's all Legends vibes and living the vegan lifestyle for how many years?
I've been vegan for 16 years now. So it's an entire lifestyle, but I wouldn't have it any other way.
And you've created a great shop right here in Venice Beach for people to come experience you, a bit of your lifestyle. Tell us about it.
Yeah, so Vegan Scene, we just moved to a brand new location on Lincoln, and it is 100% vegan space. We have clothing and accessories that are completely free of animal skins, and all of our beauty products that we carry are cruelty-free as well. But we don't see veganism as a limitation. We think it's a great opportunity to be able to use innovative materials that are not only sustainable, but just more compassionate. So.
Oh, that's such an important mindset, I think, because so many people think, oh, that's a sacrifice, that's a compromise. I'm going to have to give up my X, Y, and Z to be a vegan.
True.
But you're right. It's an opportunity to embrace and to learn. What's the biggest thing you've learned about yourself in the industry once you've been living this vegan lifestyle?
I mean, the biggest thing was because veganism is so much more than a diet. It is basically just being a conscious consumer. So one of the things that I've loved about it is it just makes me think about how every decision I make has an impact. And before that, you wouldn't think about just having, a splash of milk in your coffee, but kind of being able to understand what that contributes to. So I've just loved that it's been able to make me really think about my impact on the planet and how I can do more to advance veganism and animal rights.
Love that. I had a friend, he used to say he was an aspiring vegan. I used to laugh at him because he would be eating something that wasn't vegan. I'd say, I thought you're vegan. And he'd go, well, I'm an aspiring vegan. So how do you, I think it's an interesting thing because I try and not preach too much around diet because I feel like there's so many opinions around it and that you're one thing or another, and I feel like everyone's on their own path and what works for them. It's kind of a gradual thing sometimes for people, whatever. How do you stay inclusive as a community with vegan? Because a lot of vegans kind of look down upon people that still have some fish or meat in their diet. How do you deal with that?
I think there definitely are a lot of some stereotypes about the vegan community and what kind of how we are perceived by everyone in terms of looking down. But for me, I think it's really important that every step that we take is recognized and that it does have, there's a program called Meatless Mondays where you're essentially just cutting out meat just a little bit a week, and even that has an impact. So, but at least in terms of Vegan Scene and what we try to do, it's always about making sure that we make veganism accessible and exciting and keep trying to find new ways to reach people. So for me, I think it's just an approach to know that you can't force anyone to do anything, but if you're able to present your veganism in a way that they can come to it in their own right and learn from it. So, but I just think it's about being as inclusive as possible.
Totally. Yeah. And then tell us a little bit about the stats for the animal. I don't know all the stats, but the toxins that is one of the most toxic part of our environment is from the cows, right?
Yeah, I mean, animal agriculture is one of the top polluting industries in the world, but so is fashion too. So that's what's so exciting about vegan fashion is that we're not only tackling the environmental impact of animals, but we're also being able to do something about the wastefulness of the fashion industry. So there's a lot of, especially with all of the talk about climate change now, but there's definitely a lot of work to do. And I think what we're trying to do right now is really to make a positive change through cute clothes. So,
So tell us a few of the brands that you're offering at Vegan Scene.
Well, one of the most exciting things that's just happened is we launched our own clothing line called Legends and Vibes. This is one of our styles. It's called the Clubhouse. And
It's so cute.
we are based here in a Venice brand. So what we've done to kind of give every piece a story and a sense of place is named each of our pieces after a street in Venice.
Cute.
And so it also kind of helps us stay local as well, because we want to make sure that in addition to being vegan and environmentally conscious, we're also making things here locally in LA. So Legends and Vibes is definitely our big brand because it's our own.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you so much. But we also carry, there's a vegan handbag line from Montreal called Matt and Nat. We have a lot of cruelty-free beauty products like Ella and Mila and Kai Fragrance. So we've got a lot of a good selection of different types of products that can kind of everyone can enjoy. So
Well, thank you very much for the work. Tell everyone where they can find and follow you.
yeah, so we are now our new location is at 4051 Lincoln Boulevard in Venice, and we're at veganscene.com, and all of our social media is Vegan Scene. So yeah, we have a dog and kitty at the store, so come on by.
Get some puppy love. Well, thank you for your time and your light. Stay tuned. We'll be back tomorrow. Good morning, LaLa Land.